Welcome to Game Over. Welcome back to Game Over, the official podcast for NovaStream Games. I am one half of your hosting team, Alaisdair, and with me, as always, I have the chuntiest chunt in Chuntland, Chunt. Hello.
I'm fine. How are you?
Good.
Fantastic.
I actually just said hello, but
yeah,
okay.
I'm one step ahead of you there. I'm like, yeah, okay, go. Yep.
How are you?
Yeah, I'm good, so.
Good.
Yeah.
Wow, on fire.
Yeah.
So, first up, thanks for coming back.
Yeah, that's what I do.
For
like a boomerang.
parting your fingers from the Xbox One controller.
Oh, yes.
To come and spend some time out.
Yep.
So, first of all, thank you for that.
It's alright. It's alright.
And second of all, are you as exhausted as I am?
Most certainly, indeed. Yeah. It's pretty much all I've been doing, like, in my free time.
And you've only got one.
Yeah. Oh, the Xbox One. That's the only one I've got. Oh. Yeah, man. I've had my fill of Rise, and I've gone to have a break from Forza, so I've ended up playing that more than anything, and now I'm getting my teeth sunk into one of the next launch games I bought, which is Assassin's Creed 4 and Killer Instinct, and now I'm just like, okay, I need a break. My main is belting. My brain is melting.
It sure is.
Yeah.
I definitely think I know a lot of people are going through new console burnout, and just there's not that many games to choose from, so everyone's playing them really quick and going,
what's left
now?
Yeah.
What do I do now?
Yeah.
So I will talk about the PlayStation 4, even though you don't have one.
Yeah.
I will talk about it. Honestly, today's the first time I've turned on the Xbox since I got the PS4.
Wow.
And I don't actually feel bad saying that, because PS4 blew me away. I knew it was going to be good, but Xbox really impressed me. And after hearing all the bad publicity about PlayStation in the US, I was starting to get skeptical.
Yeah.
And go, oh, maybe it's not going to be that good. And I did actually lower my expectations and went, oh, this is probably going to be shit.
You said you're a bit like that after the big games.
If I get a brick console, I'm going to be so pissed off.
Well,
and people in America were saying that the Vita crossplay was laggy and crap.
Yeah.
And I'm so happy to say that it is none of those things. I have had nothing but amazing experiences, especially with the Vita crossplay. Oh my god. I can go to bed and keep playing my game, or watch a movie, or do anything that the PlayStation 4 is doing. No lag, nothing. It's amazing.
That's cool.
Amazing. I'm in love. It's so good. And if you don't have a Vita and you have a PlayStation 4, go and get one.
Well, they're bundling it together soon, aren't they?
Yeah, but, if you've already got one, why would you buy another one?
Well, what if you didn't have one and you're like, oh, yeah.
Well, there you go. If you don't have one, get your pre-orders in.
There's a high chance you didn't get one because they don't have any to sell.
Yeah, well, my friend went to pre-order one last weekend.
Oh, yeah?
And he won't get his till the end of January.
Yeah. Yep.
Like, whoa. That's a long time.
Yeah.
We waited a long time, but we pre-ordered at time of announcement.
Yep.
Not the consoles here. But yeah, PlayStation 4. So, I know you're not a fan of how it looks, but it looks amazing. And you can stand it up, and I'm so glad I got the stand, because it looks so good.
Yeah.
And it and this is what I don't know if someone said this to me or I heard it somewhere, but when you sit it next to the Xbox One looks like a very old school VCR.
Oh, God.
So true.
Oh, whatever.
It so does.
I actually like it. I actually like the look of the Xbox.
No. Big, bulky, and blurk like Kinect. So the only thing that annoys me about the design of the PS4 is the on button and the eject button.
I've heard that a lot, yeah.
If you're a fairy, it would probably be really good for you. But if you've got big fingers, and I do have big fingers,
Oh, shit.
it's not that fun to touch.
Yeah.
But, that being said, you can use the controller to eject the disc, unlike Xbox One. So you don't need to touch the button, and you don't need to touch the button to turn it on. You can walk in front of the PlayStation Eye, or you can turn on the controller. Still, it's really naggly, but it's the only thing I can find that I do not like.
Jeez.
And it's really annoying. But, because PlayStation 3, I walk past the console, and you have to, and the button's, not this tiny little midget. It's pretty big.
Yeah.
So it just became a force of habit. So this might just be another force of habit change. I don't know.
Well, I mean, the Xbox One doesn't even have like a physical button. You just lightly touch the logo and it turns on.
Let me tell you something about that.
Okay.
Stupidly, ridiculously sensitive.
Oh dear.
I have been when I've been trying to plug stuff into it, and I brush up near it, it turns on. I'm like, oh, you stupid piece of crap. It's done it about 4 times now. I'm like, okay, that's just dumb.
Turns on when you brush up next to it.
If there's a way to turn it off, I would run with that option. And yes, I did just brush over your innuendo.
Wow.
But I will acknowledge that it was very funny.
Speak about lag. Yeah. Well, yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'd be annoyed if you had kids. And like all these new consoles are coming out with all these touch-sensitive buttons, and if you've got kids or pets or something, I mean, all they have to do is be like, ooh, look, a shiny light, and they'll want to touch it, and then off goes the console.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, the games that are on these consoles, though, I don't think you should be playing them when there's kids around.
Yeah, no, but still.
What
if you had a cat?
Let's move into the interface.
Oh, yeah.
Now, the interface is called a dynamic menu. It's no longer the XMB, which is a good thing, because I just found the XMB bloody annoying.
Yes.
It's not as cluttered as the Xbox One, but you can't customize it like you can with the Xbox One. And I do like that about Xbox One. You can arrange all your pins how you want them, what you want. You don't have a choice with PlayStation 4. Whatever you download is in your library, arranged by date of download.
Oh, wow.
It's a little annoying. So I've bought a couple of games on the store. I'm going to have to scroll all the way back to the top if I want to play them. And I don't know, hopefully it'll come in an update change, because there's no way to reorganize them.
Yeah. Yep.
Now, what's new has only just been turned on for Europe. This is what I will also say too, and Microsoft should have done this. They turned off, PlayStation turned off the social features for Europe for the first 4 days of launch.
Wow.
And this is what it did. Allowed everyone to update quickly.
Okay.
Everyone to download games quickly.
Okay. Without
the thing being absolutely bogged down. It only just got turned on what's today? Sunday?
Yep.
Sunday night, I think mine came on. It's pretty much the same as the Xbox One, but it draws information from all of your PSN friends.
Okay.
Also, you can let it draw information from Facebook and Twitter. I opted not to do that because I really don't want to look at Facebook on console. I just don't want to.
Yeah.
So let's move into the good, because I feel like I've just been like... Rah. So the good, the controller. I know I bitched about the controller, but now that I've actually spent a good 40 hours with this controller, I freaking love it.
Oh, that's good.
It fits really well in your hand when you hold it correctly. I think, for me, the Xbox One, you pick it up and it just fits.
Yeah.
Whereas with the PlayStation 4, you kind of have to adjust your hands a little bit and find that groove. But when you do, it actually fits really well, especially compared to the last one.
Oh, sorry, yeah, DualShock 3 is a heap of shit.
Yeah. So the triggers, the L2 and R2, are curved around your fingers so they don't slip off. They sit in there.
Yeah, so they finally realised that if they're going to have triggers on there, they need to be, fitting to the fingers.
Yeah.
Not the other way around.
Exactly. The silicone on the two dual joystick pads now have a grip and they've got grooves, so greasy, sticky fingers aren't going to slip out. Common gamer problem.
God.
The new things that I do want to talk about, I actually love. The share button is my favourite thing ever.
Really? Ever?
Press share.
Like ever?
About this.
Okay.
Controller context.
It's clarifying, yeah.
About this controller. Press share, you can upload game footage, or take a screenshot, or broadcast your game live to Ustream and Twitch, and very soon YouTube and Facebook.
Crikey.
Freaking amazing. I've done this I've actually finished Knack.
Oh yeah.
And I broadcasted every time I played it.
Yeah, I saw that.
And watched other people's broadcasts, and let me tell you, the things I've seen on that. They were right.
Yes.
Yeah, try and turn it off. But seriously, entertainment quality.
Well, that's in the news, isn't it? Where PlayStation are thinking about how we're going to stop these people from abusing their live feeds.
Well, all they have to do is make it unavailable, because you can't just turn your camera on and go for it. You have to have the Playroom game. So when you broadcast, you're broadcasting gameplay. So in the Playroom, there's an option where it's just the camera and one little bot walking around.
Yeah.
Apart from that, you can do whatever you want.
Well,
which is what I've been watching.
Yes.
And I've seen the most hilarious things in the last couple of days. On the weekend, I found myself spending more time sitting watching these crazy people than actually playing a game.
Wow.
There was and people set up their own shows already.
Okay.
This thing, it's freaking nuts. I think the best one, though, was a couple in, I'm going to say Kentucky, because I'm pretty sure it was, in a trailer.
Wow.
And they had their baby asleep on the lounge. And the baby only looked about 1 or 2. Sleep on the lounge. They were sitting either side. And the guy, had the, rat's tail.
Oh, redneck bogans.
I thought it was a joke. And the girl had this T-shirt that said, I'm hot, check me out, or something like that.
Oh, God.
And so she's, playing music, twerking.
Wow.
And I'm just sitting there going, this is the greatest thing I've ever.
Wow. It's like chat roulette by the sounds.
You can comment, you can write comments. You can record a voice comment and drop it in. And everyone who's in that room can see it.
Wow.
And it was worth it just for that.
What the fuck? I've heard people that are abusing it, they're just having sex, or they're, having their way with each other, or...
I haven't seen that.
Okay.
I haven't seen that. So I don't know if they are actually monitoring it now, because I haven't seen that. And
well, come on. You're giving all these people that own a console an option to live stream, anything. You're going to have people that'll be like, yeah, come on, this will be fun. It's like chat roulette, but on a PS4. You go on chat roulette and it's just all dudes wanking,
What's the name of that thing again?
Chat roulette.
Okay.
I went on there once.
This podcast is over. Goodbye.
I went on there once, and only once. And I clicked through 20 people, and guaranteed 80% of those were dudes that were naked, or that was just their dick on the camera, and they were wanking or whatever.
Oh God, I'm downloading that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, back to topic.
Yes.
I did actually find it hilarious. And I did actually watch this family, and they had like freaking 6 kids, and just watching the kids play with these bots was really interesting, to me anyway, because, you know, they were cute for about half an hour, and then I was like, yeah, I'm over it.
It's kind of creepy.
But I know it sounds creepy, but seriously, this little African-American kid with this massive fro, like screaming, giggling every time this little bot makes a noise is just hilarious. But yeah, that's, I don't know how much longer that's going to be around. So if you have a PlayStation 4, log on to the PlayStation 4 Live and check it out before they take it away, because after what I've read and seen, I don't think it's going to be long.
That's just asking for it, though.
Yeah.
Like,
but anyway, I think it's funny.
Irresponsible parents in the live streaming their kids on the internet. I mean, you get one dodgy person that, you know, is not quite right, and, you know, if they trace their connection back, if they're smart enough, you know, to know where they are and their kids and that kind of stuff, I don't agree with that. But I don't know. There's a whole, it's uncharted territory. That's the thing. Like, we haven't really had this kind of stuff on a console system before.
Yeah, and I think people freak out, especially with anything to do with broadcasting and cameras.
Yeah.
People freak out and go, oh.
Yeah, like you got a camera in your lounge room, and people are like, oh God, what is it doing? Is it seeing me?
Unlike Kinect, it doesn't monitor you all the time.
No, you can turn Kinect off. You can disconnect the fucking thing. Jesus.
Poking jabs because I can.
What if?
Yeah. So let's move on to the actual gaming part of it.
Oh, it plays games.
Yeah, it does.
It has games?
It has amazing games. I am proud to say that Knack is the best launch title of any of the new consoles. It's amazing.
Wow.
Especially after reading bad reviews of it. I was really like, oh God, do I really want this game? And I'm really glad, because it's amazing, and it kind of takes Crash Bandicoot and smashes it in with Ratchet and Clank with a little bit of Skylanders look. It doesn't have Skylanders gameplay, but it has that kind of look that Skylanders, the original Skylanders,
kid-friendly,
did.
Yeah.
And it's got lots of pun humor, and I'm a big fan of pun humor in games, especially when it's tongue-in-cheek, and it's very tongue-in-cheek. But it's pretty challenging. There are parts where I had to do it over and over and over. I was getting so angry. I'm like, why can't I get past this? I'm only playing on normal. The story wasn't that great. It feels very rushed, story-wise, but Knack is such a cool and interesting character that you just don't care.
Okay. Because
the humans are all carrying on like over-dramatic idiots.
Like Americans.
And he just walks in and says one or two lines and makes everyone laugh. And will basically walk in and say, you humans are ridiculous. Bang! And it's just subtle stuff like that. And it's just really fun.
Do you see him being a mascot quality character? Or I don't really see him as an iconic mascot looking thing.
Have you played it?
No, but I mean, just to look at the character. No. Like, you know, you look at one of these characters like Crash Bandicoot or Sonic or Mario or, I don't know, Spyro kind of thing.
See, I don't think he's a fitting mascot.
No, that's what I mean. But
because
it looks like they're trying to push Knack as like, yeah, PlayStation mascot.
They never said that, and they've never said that in any form, that he was a mascot or wanted to be a mascot.
Of course not.
It was just a launch title.
Yeah, but it just looked like, to me, from what I saw online anyway, that I was like, oh, here we go. Knack, yeah, from the creators of whoever.
Crash Bandicoot.
Yeah, Crash Bandicoot and all that, like, you know, kind of seemed to me that's kind of where they were going, but...
No, look, it is a really cool game. I actually finished it. Forced myself to finish it on Sunday. And it's actually pretty long. It's not quick. I don't know if I'd replay it. I don't know about the replay value, to be honest. Playing it through once is probably enough.
Yeah.
But yeah, interesting enough too, just a funny little thing I found. The two main characters' names are George and Lucas.
Oh, God.
And so many times in the game, like, someone will walk in and go, George, Lucas! And I'll be like, did they do that on purpose? Because that's funny.
God.
Yeah.
Wow.
But yeah, look, I played it once. I don't feel a need to play it again.
Yeah, I think...
But it was
like
really good.
The launch game kind of thing, though. Like...
Yeah, it's nothing that's going to stick with you.
Like, in most of the launch games I found every time, it's just like, yeah, that was fun, but you can tell that it was just like, yeah... So, yeah, I could have stayed in the oven a bit longer, or whatever.
Yeah. But hey, that's okay. I'm sure we've got lots of good games coming.
Yeah.
Killzone Shadowfall.
Meh.
Now, I'm not a shooter fan, so I was very skeptical going into this. The fact that you have to use the touchpad frightened me.
Oh, yeah.
Because if you don't use it, you just die. Because you have to use it to control this little robot who pretty much, if you don't use, you just get mowed down.
Okay.
I haven't played that much of it. And I don't know if it's my lack of ability or the game is redonkulously hard or there's just something I'm just not getting.
Okay.
Kind of given up.
Oh, okay, wow.
And moved on to Black Flag.
Yeah. Well, I'll admit, I mean, I played Killzone 1 and 2, and I couldn't be bothered finishing it. I was just like, man, either one reason or another, it was just boring.
Yeah, and I've never played any of the other Killzones.
Oh, okay.
So I didn't have any expectations or any prior knowledge, so I went into this blind going, whatever happens, happens.
Yeah, well, yeah.
And not having fun so far. It's even in the car ready to be traded in.
Wow. Well, I've heard around the interwebs that like it's not living up to what everybody thought it would be as far as gameplay goes. Like the AI is just really dumb.
Mate, it's so gorgeous to look at. The videos are just wow.
Yeah.
But yeah, gameplay, not really loving it.
Yeah.
I think that's why I really liked Knack, because after playing, I got through Zoo Tycoon, but then I played Rise, then I played Forza, then I played Dead Rising 3, and it was just, Knack was just such a fun game.
Yeah.
And it was a platformer.
Yes.
And I just had fun.
I want a resurgence of platformers.
And that's what I think
platformers.
I really enjoyed, because it wasn't a car game, it wasn't a shooter, it wasn't, it didn't have mass loads of blood and gore and zombies. It was just this completely crazy character who, you actually do, by the end of the game, I was in love with Knack by, I'm going to say, the middle of the game.
Yeah.
Probably most people wouldn't think so until more towards the end.
Oh, okay.
But once you understand why his body becomes how it is, you like him more. Because I agree, when I first saw the thing, I was like, oh, doesn't look very interesting.
Yeah.
But then when you play it, you get this massive backstory. And you kind of go, oh, I get it now. And it doesn't just stay the same. Like, you go into snow areas of the world where he collects ice particles and gets ice powers, and then you do the same thing when you go into a lava area, so it's like fire and lava and stuff. So it's always switching it up, and I actually really liked it.
That's cool. Like, I would really love this generation to bring back the platformers. Like, PS1, man, had all of it, like the 3D platformers that were good. Yeah. And PS2 kind of had some, but now it's just man, it's all shooters or races or fighters or gore and shit. And look, I think PlayStation 3 tried with Sly Cooper. Frank, was it?
Ratchet and Clank.
Yeah.
They just drove Ratchet and Clank into the
Yeah,
ground.
like there's like 20 games.
Because there were so many games and they were all just...
They do 1 or 2 a year or something.
Yeah, it just got ridiculous. So maybe, Xbox and Sony can take a step back and go, okay, platformers.
Yeah.
Good ones. Bring them on.
Like how good would that be? Like when you go back to the heyday of Crash Bandicoot and like Spyro and that Croc game and Tasmanian Tiger and, Mario 64 and shit. I love those kind of adventure platformers.
I know, me too. So I'm hoping for more of that because I'm really glad that my first PS4 experience was Knack because it was really good.
Yeah, you never forget your first.
Yeah, and then Killzone was like,
yeah,
Black Flag.
Yeah. Well, I mean, seriously, how many more shooters can we get? Like, really, how many do we need?
Yeah, we don't need a lot.
It's just the same shit all over and over, and it's the same franchise. Like, hopefully this new generation will bring us new experiences that aren't around guns. I'm sick of this shit. Unless it's Gears of War, bring it back, and Halo, bring it back.
I think they're both coming back.
Fuck yeah.
But yeah.
PlayStation, yeah.
Yeah, whatever. But yeah, look, and Black Flag, I don't know if you played it on 360.
No.
Maybe you won't be able to tell the difference because Xbox One's not full HD. But on PS4, it looks just wow. I've just spent, I think the first time I played it, I spent a good half hour just swimming.
Yeah.
Because the water is just fucking hell amazing. So good. And the first scene with the rain was just, you could see the massive difference.
Yeah.
Massive difference.
Yeah. Well, when I loaded it up, I had my brother over and he's got it on PS3. And he's like, come on, just play it, show me what it's like, because he wanted to see the difference from PS3 to Xbox One. And then, I had no experience from the other versions.
Yeah.
But, I was like, so, can you tell the difference? And he's like, holy fuck. Like, yeah, this is really good. And I thought it looked really freaking good as it is. Like, yeah, it's just like it's not a true next-gen game, but you can tell that they've got the high-resolution textures on there, and it just looks really, really good. But yeah, I agree. Like, when I got out into the water, and you can see how clear it is, and I was like, I just want to be there. It just looks so good.
Yeah. And just that first epic event with the whale.
Yes.
It just, I'm just sitting there going, this is...
And the water twisters.
Incredible. Huh?
When you're escaping the storm and you're going through the wave and everything. Have you done that?
Yeah.
Yeah, like all that. I was like, oh, fuck yeah, that was so cool. I was pretty blown away.
Yeah, I was still blinded with rage when that was happening.
Blinded with rage.
So when I bought it on PS3, I bought a Uplay passport and all this extra stuff, and it doesn't carry across to PS4. You have to buy it again.
Oh, fuck that.
I am furious.
Yeah, totally.
So I'm not buying it again. I'm just playing it without one.
Yep,
I don't care.
fair enough.
So, yeah. But yeah, other titles, Flower, wow. Like, it was one of the first games I ever played on PlayStation 3, and I loved it.
Okay.
Now the fact that it's on PlayStation 4, I was like, I don't really know if I want to play it again, because that was it's a very, you have to be in the right kind of mood for game.
Yeah.
And it's amazing. It's actually easy to control with this controller.
Okay.
And the graphics are just, stunning. Wow, so good.
Well, it's not going to look worse, is it?
No. Injustice.
Oh, yeah. Tell me.
PS4 and on the Vita.
Yeah.
There's no difference, except you get all of the downloaded content.
Oh, okay.
And all of that included.
Right.
So if you haven't already got the content, it is worth it.
I was wondering if they were going to, upgrade the skins or something, but that would be too much work, I guess. But
yeah, all they've done is just bundled everything together. Now, I've mainly been playing on the Vita.
Yep.
Because I always said that I wanted to play this on the Vita,
Yep.
and finally I can, and it makes me very happy that I can do it.
Sweet.
Also worth mentioning, DC Universe.
Yes, that was my
Online.
next question. Yes.
Wow. Holy shit. Wow. I was like, okay, I'll download it, I'll play a little bit of it. Yeah, it just, even that intro movie, just, I wanted to close the curtains, get it out, and go for it, because it was just amazing.
Sweet.
Oh, so good. Everything's just so crisp and clear, and
Sweet.
and there's no way to relay how good it looks unless you see it for yourself.
Yeah.
But even the gameplay, I always remember playing it on the PS3, even on the PC. It was really like framey and jaggy.
Yep.
None of that.
Oh, good.
It's smooth. It's seamless. The graphics are better. It's gorgeous. I love it. I don't know if I'm going to get back into the game because of it.
Yeah.
Because I've already got all the trophies. I've leveled up all my heroes to level 30.
Oh, okay, yep.
I really don't have a reason to keep playing it.
Yeah.
I think I put enough hours of my life into it
Yeah.
to, go, okay, it was nice to watch that intro movie with better graphics.
Yep.
And to see that it's still got some life in it. Sayonara, Mama-san. So moved on.
Fair enough. Cool.
But the Vita crossplay, I cannot talk about how good this is. I've had no lag at all, so I don't know what these idiots at IGN and GameSpot are on. They're obviously just, I don't know, dumb? Or they just have really bad internet connections. I don't understand how or why they would. But I've had no lag at all.
Okay.
Perfect. Seamless. Amazing. Use the touchpad for games. Wow. Touchscreen, sorry.
Yeah, touchscreen, yeah.
You can control the whole PlayStation 4 from the Vita. It's not like PlayStation 3 crossplay where you are very limited. This lets you do and access and watch everything.
That's cool.
Also, the lineup apps. I will say I did do an app comparison.
Oh, yeah?
Watching Netflix. I will never watch Netflix on Xbox One again. PlayStation 4, there was no lag. There was no catch up with the pixels, where Xbox One was doing a lot of pixel catch up and a lot of lag. And I didn't know if that was just because of launch week traffic. But I did try it again this week and tonight, and it's still better on PlayStation 4. I don't know why. It just is. Same with Hulu Plus.
Wow. Okay.
I had struggles with Hulu Plus on Xbox One in the first week. It would stop halfway through shows, cut out.
Well, maybe
sound.
It's because all the brick PS4s aren't given all those problems, the traffic and all that. I don't know.
All the bricked PS4s? Not really that many of them. And Xbox was not having smooth sailing itself.
It's just the discs and some connects. That's about it.
Still. Anyway, so, but yeah, all the media apps I do actually prefer on the PS4. And I don't know why they should be exactly the same.
I haven't actually tried them yet.
I don't know. It just works on the PS4 better, and I don't know why. And even when I got the Wii U, and I did the comparison with PS3 and Wii U, PS3 still won.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So I don't know. I don't know.
I don't know.
I can't explain it. It's just how it is. So,
maybe they'll update it in the software patch or something. I don't know.
I hope so.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm in love with this.
Clearly.
I did get the vertical stand because it took me back to PlayStation 2 days.
Yeah, well, it does. It looks harkens back
And
to
it
the
looks
PS2 very well.
So much better. Let's talk about the camera. So the camera, is about a quarter of the size of the horrible Kinect camera.
Oh, whatever.
It's too big and bulky. Anyway, so it's a cute little camera that you can barely see, which I think is a good thing. You can turn your PlayStation 4 on just by walking in front of it, like you can with Xbox One. You can talk to it like you can with Xbox One. I don't know. I don't really find it fun to do that. I found this with Xbox One too. I'd rather just turn it on from the controller.
Well, you still can.
Well, I know, but now if I walk in front of the PlayStation 4, obviously I've turned it off.
Yeah.
But it would just turn on.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What?
And I don't like that. That's just annoying.
What the fuck? Mine doesn't do that.
No, PlayStation 4, not Xbox
Oh,
One.
okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
And I did also get the charging cradle, which is a godsend. If you're thinking about getting it, get it. And also get a spare controller. For some reason, I don't know why, I'm blaming the touchpad. Battery life this gen is shit.
No,
shit,
I blame...
shit house.
I would blame the useless blue light that's on there.
It's actually not useless.
Well, it's just on all the time. You can't turn it on.
I'm going to explain this to you. Sorry, I just burped. Edit that out. So, the light on the bottom lights up to indicate when it's charged, when it's running low on charge. It also works with games. So, in Killzone, if you start to walk near an area with lots of enemies, it flashes red.
Right, but...
And while you're not directly looking at it, you can see that flicker out of the corner of your eye and go, okay, and back away, if you don't want to look at the map.
Right.
If you die, it flatlines red. If you're waiting to do something, like waiting for elevators or platforms to stop, it'll turn green when you're good to go. It's only a little thing, but I think it's cute. I actually don't mind it. And it's actually a good little torch. So if you're sitting in the dark playing a game and you go, oh shit, I want another chip, you can just shine the light over.
Oh dear. Nah, man, I still think
really like
it's
it.
like
it's really
this
cool.
useless light that doesn't need to be there. That if you don't have the camera, it's pointless. Like really, because you use it as a move. It's supposed to be the new move thing, like register your movement with the controller. Meanwhile, it's draining your battery and your controller with this light that you can't turn off.
Well, it still lasts 8 hours.
Yeah.
That's still pretty good. But when you compare it to the last PlayStation controller, that was like 30 hours.
Yeah.
But I must say it does beat Xbox One where you have to buy freaking batteries.
Oh,
so
God.
It does beat it in that sense, in that you don't have to buy batteries or a plug-and charge kit.
Well, eventually you would have to replace your controller and the battery doesn't hold a charge anymore.
That never happened on PlayStation 3, ever.
Just saying.
Just saying. And I had that bitch from launch day till now.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Just so?
I don't know. I'd rather exchangeable batteries myself, but...
Yeah. Don't like it.
It's a bit safer that way.
But yeah, so... I love it. I really do love it, if that wasn't clear. It did impress me more than I thought it would, which was really good.
Yeah, like I said, I remember you talking about it after the EV Games Expo.
Yeah.
And you're like, I think I've jumped ship.
And look, I don't hate Xbox One. I still really like Xbox One, and I can't wait to play more games on Xbox One. But as a Sony fanboy, it'll still be my control. Like every game that comes out on both, I'll get on PS4.
You still call PlayStation home?
Oh god! Wow. But yeah, look, I'm kind of suffering through console overload. I'm really tired.
Yeah.
Oh, and everyone keeps saying, you just look tired all the time. I'm like, you have no idea.
You don't know my pain.
But I just can't stop.
It's all self-inflicted.
Yeah. But it's good.
Yeah.
I'm excited about where they're headed. Like, I can't wait for next year to start, and we just get an awesome influx of games.
Yeah, I can see this drought coming up, like December, January.
Yeah, like, I'm going, okay, when's the next game coming out?
Well, it's only been a couple of weeks, man. Give it a break. Like,
I just
December, January, February, like, you're just going to be like, yeah, come on, like, where are the games? But, I mean, that happens every launch. I mean...
Yeah, it does. I know.
I mean, at least you're not Nintendo, or you at least don't own a Wii U, only a Wii U, and you're like, okay, I might get another game next year, sweet.
Yeah. Well, I think the only game that they've announced for next year is Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze.
Is Smash Brothers out next year?
It doesn't have a date yet.
Fuck me. God.
But yeah, Donkey Kong does, and it was meant to be November, and it's now like March.
And if I was a kid and my parents bought me a Wii U, I'd be like, fuck yeah! But then I'd just be like, so are you saying I might be able to get another game next year? Like, I think there's one being released that I might want.
Yeah, even the Vita's got more games coming out than the Wii U does.
Wow, that's pretty bad.
So, anyway.
Yeah.
We're not here to bash out the Wii U.
Well, I don't know, like, last year I got the PS3 and a Wii, and I still played my 360 more than all of them combined. And now I'm kind of thinking, well, I think I might just... I say it now, but saying that I might get a PS4 later on. But now I'm thinking I might just sit with the one this gen. Like, I can't justify spending almost, if you count it up, if you go spend, what was it, about $500-600 on an Xbox One at launch, and then another $500 on a PS4, and then you go spend another $300 and something on a Wii U to experience it all. When you think about it, depending on where your favourites lie, like, you'll buy all your games on PlayStation, and you might just get the exclusives on Xbox One, but then you spent like $500 and $600 for a console where you might just play 3 games that whole generation on it. Like, I can't justify it at the moment.
But who would only release 3 or 4 exclusive games?
No, but you know what I mean.
Wii U.
Yeah, yeah, like that. Like, just for example, like, I want a Wii U, man. I really do. If I had to choose between a PS4 and a Wii U, I'd choose a Wii U. Just because, because it's going to have good Mario games, and that's pretty much the only reason why you buy a Nintendo console. But until PlayStation brings out another God of War installment, that'll be the one that'll draw me in, just like they did with the PS3. So if I come online one day and I'm on the websites and I'm like, okay, what's happening in the gaming world today? And there's a big teaser of Kratos with a big PS4 logo on it, I'd be sitting there going, oh dear, I'm just about to lose another
Start saving.
Yeah, like, I think $400 just left my wallet. So
yeah, but probably by the time that happens, it'll be later in the console life.
Yeah.
So I think it'll be a lot cheaper by then.
Yeah. Yeah. But, I mean, seriously, a game like that would make me buy one. I mean, at launch at the moment, I mean, there's not really anything there that's making me go, yeah, PlayStation, yeah. Yeah. But otherwise, whatevs.
But, yeah, it's been a really big 2 weeks.
Yeah.
I'm exhausted.
Yep.
But, yeah, like, you will see that all of our reviews are now up for Xbox One minus Killer Instinct.
Yeah, it's
coming soon.
Yeah, it's coming.
Hopefully up by the time this goes up.
Oh, man.
So jump on to novastreamgames.com.au or novastreamgames.net if you're outside Australia. And you can check out, I think I only reviewed Zoo Tycoon. Oh, and Dead Rising 3. And Chunt did the rest.
Yeah.
So thanks for doing that.
That's fine.
Because I don't think I would have found time. But yeah, I'll be starting the PlayStation 4 reviews next week. We already have the console review up. But I'll be starting with Knack and Killzone, also looking at Resogun, DC Universe Online, Flower, and hopefully getting to a few indie titles. And I'm not going to review Black Flag until I actually get through the main story.
Yeah. Yep.
And that's when I'll do the full PS4 Black Flag review.
Oh, okay. Shotgun Connect Rivals review.
Like, that was a problem.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Good for you.
Yeah. Just sort of
But yeah, so we have a very exciting show next week. It is our end of year show.
Oh.
I know. It's come really quick.
That's what she said. Whoa.
Poor Catherine.
Yeah, I know, right?
So,
hey, I have a problem.
So we will be giving out the first ever NovaStream Award for Game of the Year.
Oh, snap.
Which we've never done, which I'm really excited about.
Yeah.
We'll also have a whole host of other categories. Obviously, worst game of the year. Little stuff like that.
How about
we'll actually
celebrate the lifespan of each console?
Sorry?
How about celebrating the lifespan of each console last gen as a passing of the torch from the next gen consoles?
Well, we were going to do that in the New Year episode.
Really?
Yeah.
I have to wait that long?
Yeah.
Fuck.
It'll just give you more time to write it.
Fine.
Yeah. So make sure you come back next week to check that out. We'll be posting the categories and the nominees up on Facebook every day this week till the next show. So if you want to like us, we're just under NovaStream Games. Please like us. We like likes. And comment and let us know what your thoughts are. Because we're really excited. I can't wait to do this.
Yeah, it'd be pretty cool.
Yes.
Have to hold the bias aside.
Yeah. So, in the meantime, please, as I said before, check us out online, novastreamgames.com.au. You can also find written reviews in the Newcastle Mirage. Chunt, as always, thanks for joining us.
Yeah, I like to join in on things. Wow. It sounded better in my head.
Yeah, I'm sure it did. So thanks for listening to my Sony ramblings.
Yeah, that's right. Oh.
He's only had to listen to them all week, but now it's actually...
Yeah, that's right. I'll get my Xbox One in soon. Again.
Yeah. So, that's it for us. Make sure you check us out on Facebook, and you can join in and let us know what your favourite gaming moments of 2013 were.
Yep.
Because there were a lot.
Yeah, man, I've got heaps. I could talk about them for ages.
Yeah. So we'll try and do that. Next week's show will probably be more like an hour.
Yep.
Even when it's edited down.
Goodness.
I can only imagine.
Oh, shit.
No.
Wow.
So yeah, we'll leave you with that. Thanks for joining, and we will see you next week.
Game over.
Welcome to Game Over.